Yep, back again talking to you people. Today I want to talk about something that's really important, and it's an issue that affects everyone in the world because we're all people living in this world. You know, we're seeing scarcity as far as the economy of jobs are dwindling. People are getting lower paid. There's automation. There's a lot of things that are happening that are changing the landscape of the world in general. And it's going to make it a little bit harder for some of you people to provide and put food on the table. Which leads to my discussion today. Children. Children. Now, many people have lots of kids because they love children. But we do understand a fact of life is that children need to be taken care of, right? They need the bare necessities, right? They need nurturing. They need discussion. They need lesson, instruction. They need a lot of things. And if you're caught up trying to work jobs to put food on the table to feed all of these children, just to feed them alone, and you're not there for the other components, right, then you've made a mistake. If you are someone, and I'm talking to any of you people out there, I'm telling you to your face, if you're someone and you have multiple children, even if you have one and you don't have a job, but you had that child when you were unemployed, think about how fucking ridiculous that is. Because that's the talk we're going to have today. The talk we're going to have today is a real-time, real-life discussion about the fucking fools of the world. And we support policies that allow these people to continuously breed and just keep having kids. They can't afford them, right? And all of you bleeding heart people out there who cry about your taxes being, going up or something, or just whatever. You have to understand that these things, when government is stepping in and doing things for people, that money has to come from somewhere. And if you're a working source, guess where that money is being drawn from? So you got a bunch of people that you guys feel should be, we need to take care of the kids. Yeah, we do. But if we keep letting these fucking fools have as many children as they want and they don't even have a job, think about how stupid that is. The person who's doing it, you're stupid. A lot of you are one-parenters, right? A lot of you got pregnant and said, oh, I'm going to have this baby. You don't have I've seen situations, motherfuckers are homeless trying to have children. I mean, fucking stupid. Grown people that are well over 30 doing this shit. And then you want us to feel sorry and have a bleeding heart for you, and those are the things that we just, when you really think about life, those are the things that we just can't afford in society. We just don't have, we just don't have it. And so eventually, as time goes on, we'll come into a situation where the deficit will dwindle, right? But that will only be based on, how many jobs are available. Hey, how you doing? How many jobs are available? Got people walking. That's only based on that. If there's a scarcity of jobs, then you're going to have more people clamoring in the market and competing, and there are going to be a lot of ass out people who are not going to benefit from such things. So you people find yourselves in the unemployment line. You find yourselves in the welfare kitchens, right? You need to be fed, and I need to be fed and to feed all these fucking children I have, right? And then no one looks at that and says to that parent that you're irresponsible. You can't even feed and take care and clothe and house yourself. But you have 5 children, you have 6 children, or whatever you have. This goes back into irresponsibility when we talk about men, their roles in this bullshit. Because see, you don't have any power. After the fact, you have no power. So really, the power that you had, you gave it away. You were so anxious to get a skeet. You were so anxious for a nice, warm, stank, nasty feeling, right? That you jumped in something. No birth control, no job, no home, no means, no security, right? No foundation for these children. Because you're just going around sticking your dick in anything. Some of these women look atrocious, but they have babies, right? TJ did a few videos And I saw, you know, I was looking at these women in the videos and they had kids, and I'm sitting there thinking, who in God knows what decided to impregnate this woman? My God. And it's not even about how the person looks. I'm not going to get into aesthetics. It's not really about that. But the person is a lowlife. The person is in jail. The person is, you know, doing whatever they're doing. And you're laying up with these nasty people every day. So you are part of the problem. So when you boo-hoo and cry about whatever's going on in your life, you put yourselves there by chasing skirts. Not even quality skirts at that. You see, instead of building your lives. You women out there, because you're the main component to this. Because see, when you get pregnant, as soon as you become pregnant, the state or the government agency does not want to talk to anyone but you. And all of the decisions lie with what you want to do. Everything. Including the actual birth of that child, where that child will live. A lot of these things are determined, and the ball's in your court. So when you're sitting around looking for donations or handouts because you got kids and you can't take care of yourself, who gives a fuck? In reality, who put you there? See, a lot of people don't even want to take fucking responsibility for who they are or what they've done. Yes, you've come from fucked up backgrounds. Yes, your parents were fucked up and their parents were fucked up. But at some point, you have to be willing to break this generational curse. So you got 7 bastard children running around. They are bastards. They are. Look it up in the dictionary for you illiterate motherfuckers out there. Look it up, right? They are bastards. That's what the definition, the clinical, technical definition for that word is, right? You had a child. You know, the father could have been anyone. Just like years ago, you know, we used to see these little dogs out in the country. We have an old dog or something, and every season the dog get pregnant. The dog is running around with little milk sack bags and in the bushes somewhere having puppies, and people are running up in the bush taking the puppies and shit. Y'all country people know what I'm talking about. Y'all had these little stray dogs that had these puppies every year. That's what these people are like. And the bastard children are like the mutt puppies. It sounds raw, but that is what it is, because you got to understand, when we see these children, they're not clothed properly, they're starving, they look terrible. So whose fault is that? But you got money, you got billions of dollars to spend every year on some fucking hair products or something. It's ridiculous. Meanwhile, your child has shoes with holes in them or something. This is the world that we're playing into. This is the bullshit. We're letting these people do what they want. I believe personally, and some people may think this is a harsh line, but I think that, yeah, you have one kid by accident or something. You know, maybe some service can step in and help you for a limited amount of time. But once you start having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children, and you've never had a fucking job the whole time you've been doing this. We know you can do something. You spend your 8-hour days. You're not working somewhere, but you're working. But we know what you're doing. That's why these kids are coming. You know how to do that well. Why don't you be a porn star or something? Right? Do something. But I want you guys out here for the bigger issue in the world at large to think about something. This money has to come from somewhere. So if you're continuously allowing, see, that's why conservatism is not bad. You have to be reasonable sometimes. How much money are you willing to pour out for irresponsible people? Are you even willing to state that they're irresponsible? Are you willing to even see it for what it is? That's where we need to start. Once we start there and get that straight, then we can start working out programs and stuff like that. But those programs should be very limited. And then we can effectively build our economy. We won't tear it down because we'll have the money in place. We're throwing away money on bullshit. Kids are not bullshit. But my point is that you need to make the fucking parents responsible. That guy who doesn't have a job, who's a jailbird, who has a felony on his record or something, you motherfucker, you know that when you're laying up with these nasty women, you know that. You know that she's going to do child support. You know all of this shit. She's not shit just like you are. So what do you think's going to happen? Y'all going to fucking have a great life? Is the child going to be a fucking doctor or something, a president, anything? No. So all of the robbers and killers and shit that we look at in prison that tell this same bullshit story. I didn't have shit. Some of these athletes who go on to be great and shit. Your fucking parents didn't give a fuck about you. The reason why you know how to play basketball is because your mom was getting screwed every day and she was sending your ass out the house every day. Get your ass out of here. Go on somewhere. You out there on the blacktop with broken glass bottles and shit, crack needles, trying to play fucking basketball. And some guy from the fucking Y or something is riding by every day watching you play basketball and damn near injure yourself just out there with your little friends and shit. So they take you to the Y and they say, hey, you ever had a club membership? And they get you a club membership, right? They get you a club membership. And then you become something. You learn how to play basketball. You go to basketball camps. But the whole time you're trying to do this, your mom or your single parent is not even willing to put any funds into anything that you're doing, right? So when the coach approaches this person, right, and knocks on the door and says, hey, your son is a star athlete or something, we want to see if he can get into this program and get a scholarship to play basketball or something. Your parent would not even give a fuck. Would not even known that you had skills to play basketball. And that's the story for many of these athletes. Go on and become famous and rich and shit. And the first person they want to thank is the motherfucker that sent them out the house every day. So if you're thanking them for getting rid of your ass out of the house so they can do whatever they were doing in their activities. And they can procreate and make more little bastards. Like all of your brothers and sisters, right? Right? Many of you are sleeping with your brothers and sisters because there's so many Rolling Stone motherfuckers out here making babies and shit. There's so many dumbass women that are having them. Irresponsible motherfuckers. So then, you've never gone anywhere in your life. You've never been anywhere outside of your city. You don't know shit. You're just a dumb motherfucker. And you meet some girl because y'all seem alike. You know why? Because she's your fucking sister. Because your dumbass fucking jailbird fucking father fucking knocked some woman up somewhere. And so now you're fucking sleeping with your sister because, y'all have so much in common. She seems so much like you. You wonder why, don't you? And then y'all have babies and you're already degraded in your own IQs. And then you have kids and they got to come out and try to make it in this world and with even less than what you had. You low-level motherfuckers. So anybody in the world who supports this bullshit idea of throwing money at people who don't want to do anything for themselves, you're a bunch of fucking idiots and you suck and you are the reason why the world sucks. People run away from being conservative, right? Conservatism is not bad at all. But you people have a low IQ and you have been spoon-fed the bullshit and the blue pill, ideologies, and you just believe in this shit. You don't even stop to really pay attention to what you're looking at. You can't see the forest for the goddamn trees. If you are a woman right now, I don't care who you are. I don't care what race you are. If you're having children and you don't have a job, you understand that child has to be taken care of. And if you're expecting the government to just reach in and keep helping you and shit, then you're a fucking idiot. You're a piece of shit. You're a scumbag on society. Your children are probably not going to be shit either. Right? What have you given them? Be honest with yourself. Really, just look in the mirror and be honest. Does that make any sense? You have not had a job in your whole life, but you got 5 kids. Right? All of them have different fathers. All of their fathers are low-life scumbag motherfuckers. And you want us to care about your plight or how you feel. Fuck you. You scumbag motherfuckers. This pisses me off. Hate to see this shit. I love bad behavior. But not this type of behavior. Not irresponsible behavior. Not behavior that creates problems for the bigger society. Not behavior that turns a blind eye to irresponsibility and bullshit. So if you want to call me evil because I'm a conservative, you can kiss my ass. I could care less what you think. You're in a low IQ range, remember? You're not a thinker. You don't understand bigger things, and that's your problem. So for all the people out there who share in my ideology, right? With my ideology, I appreciate you to give me a like and to share the video, right? Get this message out. And we'll be talking soon. See you later.